What's good, Falcon fans, and welcome back to A1 Forever Sports. And if you're a football fan, then hello to you too. Now, let's just get right into it. Yesterday, there was some breaking news surrounding around Jay Glazer. But the reason why is because he was stating that Matt Ryan, yes, the former Falcons quarterback, Matt Ryan, is considering rejoining the Atlanta Falcons, but in a different role, not as QB1 or QB anything, but as in a high profile front office role. And the opportunity has reportedly been offered from the owner, Arthur Blank himself. But make no mistake, this could be a very impactful future move for the Falcons or not. So today I want to just get into what the roles could be for Matt Ryan realistically in the front office, how this could actually help the Falcons. And I might possibly want to get into a little pros versus cons just for perspective. So, what role could Matt Ryan have? If Matt Ryan rejoins the Falcons, there are a few logical front office paths that make sense. Now, number one, when I think about it, is executive advisor / player development role. Now, this is more realistic from the starting point because Matt Ryan has 14 seasons of NFL experience, played under multiple head coaches and coordinators. We know that we can never keep a coordinator for Matty, but regardless, still seen winning seasons, losing seasons, rebuilds, playoff runs. You think about Matt Ryan's career, he really seen it all, including the Super Bowl. Of course, we didn't get the win, but he still is a quarterback that saw what it takes to get there, did what it took to get there, and also just knows how it feels to play in the ultimate big game. Now, in this role, Matt Ryan could advise the GM and coaching staff on locker room culture, because we talk about, what does it take to be a Falcon, and Matt Ryan is pretty much Mr. Falcon for this generation for sure. Help with the quarterback development, Michael Penix Jr., or if the Falcons decide to go in a different direction at quarterback, especially if they bring in different coaches, etc., Michael Penix may not be here. But if Michael Penix is here, you would love to have a quarterback who is not only durable, not only protects his body and, can take a shot, but also the most important thing is getting down to mechanics. Matt Ryan could do it all as far as for the quarterback outside of having to scramble. But Matt Ryan would scramble as well. He wasn't the fleetest of foot, but at the end of the day, he still would get it done. So playing under center, playing in the pistol, the shotgun, everything like that, Matt Ryan has done all of that. So with that being said, he could come in and help Michael Penix Jr. He could also be a bridge between players and management. Players could gravitate around him just because he played the game and know exactly what players are going through. So he could be that bridge and kind of like that median mark that just like, okay, this is what's going on, this is what needs to happen, etc. So this is similar to what we've seen from the former quarterback stepping away, going into advisory roles around the league, the coaches as well. Now, two, he could be strictly a quarterback consultant. Now, this is where Matt Ryan's value could really show. Going back to the things that I just said about with Michael Penix Jr. or any young quarterback that's coming in here, Matt Ryan could get into the lab with him. Think about it. He understands protections. He understands coverage recognition. He understands timing, mechanics, leadership. And he could also help develop, again, Michael Penix Jr., assist with weekly game planning. He could mentor the backups. I know you're going to have backup guys and guys that's on the scout team, guys that's on the practice squad, etc. I know that's pretty much the same thing, but still mentor the backups and future prospects if they decide to want to go in a different direction. That kind of institutional quarterback knowledge is rare, y'all. Again, let me say that again. The institutional quarterback knowledge that Matt Ryan has is very rare. Now, the third thing, it could be a front office liaison / football operations. Another possibility is a football operations role because he can work with the general manager, the coaching staff, and even ownership. Matt Ryan understands what players want, what coaches expect, and also how the decisions affect the locker room. So that perspective really matters, having a solid, should I say sustainable perspective, in the building and for the franchise, because we have to have a sustainable winning culture. How could this help the Falcons? Well, this move is more than just bringing nostalgia. I think it's stability and credibility. Matt Ryan is arguably the greatest quarterback in Falcons history. I want to give respect to former quarterbacks in the past that others may feel like did a little more than Matt Ryan, and that's perspective. But also, he has credibility inside and outside the building. Free agents, young players, even coaches do respect Matt Ryan. And with the quarterback development, again, he understands the reading of the defenses, the handling pressure. In Atlanta, he was here for most of his career, just about all of it. The expectations that come with the logo. We remember hearing Matt Ryan talk about what's it take to be a Falcon, and he knows what it takes. That matters most to what some people think. It's a culture reset. The Falcons have been rebuilding not just talent, but an identity, and we still haven't fully grasped that and gained that identity. So with Matt Ryan, he brings in professionalism, preparation, accountability. The culture influence alone is valuable. Now, before I get ready to get up out of here, let's talk about some pros and cons. Now, pros, and this is just from my perspective. Please chime in and give your perspective as well, and what you think Matt Ryan would bring, pros and cons like. But pros for me would be, of course, the elite football IQ, being one of the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL history. Quarterback expertise, again, helping the young guys like Michael Penix Jr. if he is the quarterback for the future. Leadership, credibility, having that strong relationship with Arthur Blank. We know that is also very important. And also a positive influence on the locker room. Now let's get right into the cons. No front office experience yet. Risk of being a symbolic hire instead of functional. And what I mean by that is it's a risk of being a comfortable hire regardless, because of what I said before, no front office experience yet. So will they try to kind of walk Matt along, or will they allow Matt to just come in and do whatever he needs to do? It's going to be interesting because, again, this will be his first front office role. So I don't expect him to have full-fledged control, especially with how the Falcons do things. But we'll see. Fans could overreact if things go wrong, tying right back into what I was saying about the comfortable hire. And if things aren't progressing in the right direction, our Falcon fan base, I love y'all. But I know if it does not go right, and especially if it's some of the decisions that Matt Ryan makes doesn't go right, Matt is going to hear it because Falcon fans will let him know. Also, needs a clearly defined role to avoid confusion. Tying everything that I just said back into it. We don't need, if Matt's going to be here, it's no point of having Matt here and having him, again, being babysat. You're going to have to make some uncomfortable and some tough decisions. And this cannot be just because he's Matt Ryan position. It has to have structure. Again, this cannot be a just because he's Matt Ryan position. It's got to be structure behind it. So I love the idea of bringing in Matt Ryan, one of the greatest Falcons to ever do it, to come in and help this franchise, but it has to make sense. And if the Falcons do this the right way, bringing in Matty, it could be smart, forward-thinking move, not just a sentimental one. The key is a role clarity and long-term vision. But one thing is clear, though. Matt Ryan still values the Atlanta Falcons. Even though he's no longer under center, he always goes to bat for him, so he cares about the team. So I'm expecting Matt Ryan to put the logo above all. Now, guys, this is where you come in. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking? How do you feel about Matt Ryan possibly returning to the Falcons as a front office role? Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, make sure you guys find your peace today. Be generational, because there's always time to be. And until next time, guys, I will holler. Peace.